I can't believe this. This is the fourth one. I didn't even realize that the whole last part of one of the cards was completely deleted. So I'm doing it right now. We were just wrapping up about guides and how important it is to not just give your allegiance to anyone, right? You need to make sure that they resonate with what your soul path and your higher self is saying. And we have our answers within ourselves. You know, we can't constantly look to other people to give us our answers. They are our guides to help us when we're not sure which direction we want to go. But like I said, we need to make sure that these guides are resonating with our own soul's path. So we constantly have to keep checking in with, does this feel right for me? Like I said, I don't have guides that I listen to other than my team, which is my family on the other side. Other people have a different way of looking at it. That's up for them. But for me, I speak directly to the Father, to Archangel Michael, to Archangel Raphael. And other than that, it's my family on the other side. That's my team. I don't talk to guides. I don't know who they are, and I'm not going to listen to them. So when other people say to me, well, my guides say this and this, Sherry, well, that's, great for you. Those are your guides. They're not my guides. So, we'll just leave it at that, okay? The next message we have is transparency and honest, authentic, genuine, present. So what's going on here? You see this girl, she's kind of like floating around in her little bubbles. The number 2 at the top, again, 2 represents everything is happening exactly as it's meant to, with divine blessings for everyone involved. Let go and have faith. So what they're asking you to do at this point is to let go and have faith and speak your truth. Right now, it's important to be as honest as you can be. It's hard to do this sometimes. Maybe we've covered up a lot about who we are, self-protection. Maybe we have come from a family environment where we were basically raised that our voice wasn't heard. So we learned to be quiet, and we learned not to communicate. We learned not to share what our feelings are. But we're learning now. We're opening up. We're awakening. So now they're saying it's time for you to speak your truth. It's time for you to be honest about what you want, what you feel, even if you don't know what that is. Sometimes we don't know what we're feeling. I don't know how to express myself. I don't know what I'm going through right now. Well, then say that. Right now, it's time to communicate. It's not time to do the silent treatment. It's not time to go and pretend that you've got it all together when maybe you don't have it all together. I don't always have my answers. I just told you earlier in this reading that I was yelling and screaming at the Father. I need help. I need to understand what is going on. I don't know what's going on. I don't pretend to always have the answers. And you don't have to pretend to have the answers. But you do need to step up and speak up and tell somebody what you're feeling at this point. Not float around in this little bubble with these little waters, emotional water, get caught up in your emotional waters. It's time for you to let people see who you are. It's time for to tell the truth, maybe even to yourself. Have you been concealing, who you are from yourself? Maybe have you been satisfied to just kind of float along and not even step forward and be who you really are? Because at this time they're saying it's time to communicate, share with others. It's time to reveal what you have kept hidden, clarify what you mean, clarify what you want. And in order to do this, maybe you need to sit back and give yourself a little space and figure out, how I'm going to say this, or how do I really feel? Maybe you need to give yourself a little time to do